Do you think that the way that the school system treats disabled people is discrimination or segregation or both? What do you believe?
Well, I do, because when we think of, in the United States, when we think of segregation, we always think about segregation by race, because that's what we historically think of as segregation. But really, they segregate children with autism and children with behavioral challenges all the time. And when I say segregation, I mean you are in either an in-school program where you are separated out from typical children, or you're in a separate private school where you are segregated apart from typical children. And this is segregation by every definition, because the children with disabilities are grouped together and then they are segregated away from the children that do not have disabilities. So you are basically denied the opportunity to interact with typical children, and that's going to impact your ability to function as an adult for the rest of your life, because you don't develop those skills.
What about discrimination? Is it discriminatory? That's my second part of the question.
Well,
part of the question.
I think it's discriminatory because I think that the Commonwealth of Virginia has enough money and enough administrators that they can reduce this, and they don't. I think they'd use too much segregation, too much out of school placements. So I do think it's discrimination, because if you think about it, there are children that are like you that don't have to get removed from the school division. I mean, you're not a danger to yourself, you're not a danger to others. But they have you under that umbrella right now, and so you're just kind of stuck. That's all they'll offer. That's all they will pay for, let's put it that way.
Okay, I just want to let you know that it's already been past 12 minutes. And I didn't immediately start doing the stopwatch immediately after I recorded. So I think that we need to just end the video on that. On those thoughts. And can I just...
Well, I understand that you want to end the video. I want to see, I want you to tell me, if you had a message for President Biden about special education in the public schools, what would your message be?
There needs to be a change. What's going on in the Norfolk public schools and in all of Virginia and in like a lot of districts, it's just wrong. I think there has to be a change, and I think it has to happen soon, because this is discriminatory. This is segregation of disabled people and autistic people. And I think what's even worse is that you can just solve the problem before it even becomes a problem, and yet you choose not to. And it would really help if you could make a change. That's what I would say. I don't know if that's like the most accurate thing to say, but
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know if he's ever going to watch this video, but
it's okay. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I was just answering your question to the best of my
well, but Wave, sometimes when you see something that's been wrong for 10 or 20 years and no one has bothered to fix it, sometimes you just have to send a message out to people that can do something about it. And I think if the new Secretary of Education at the United States Department of Education and President Biden and President Biden's wife, if they all knew that you live in a big city in Virginia and your city is graduating about 37% of the kids with disabilities, and the rest of the country is graduating about 67, 70% of the kids with disabilities. Your school system is 30 percentage points lower in graduations, and that's not your fault. That's the fault of the state government in Virginia, and that's the fault of the United States Department of Education. You live in an educational desert, and your state has extraordinarily high levels of suspensions, and your state has very, very high rates of giving out certificates, which are not standard high school diplomas. So I hope your listeners are interested in sharing your video, liking your video, subscribing.
Yeah,
Because if the word doesn't get out, nothing's going to change. I've told the newspapers about this. I've told the TV stations about this. They don't listen to me. So all we have left here is the internet, and I hope someone wants to listen to it.
okay, well, I'm just letting you know that it's a little bit over 50, it's like over 15 minutes. It's now 16 minutes. So I'm just going to say something to the people that were kind enough to subscribe, or maybe just willing to subscribe. And people that like to watch my videos. That's very important to me, that you just are willing to watch my videos. And also be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. I especially want you to share this video because this is a very important topic, and it needs to be talked about. It needs to be a topic where you can comment, and I think you should comment on this video and ask questions, and that's very important. And you can ask me questions. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And this is Carter Moline. Is that right, Dad? I'm Olivia, but you can call me Wave. In the comments or on YouTube, and also bye. Just have a wonderful afternoon. Bye bye.